Hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and that's not a good thing. Wonder why it failed to update. Okay, whatever. Figure it out later. Anyway, hello Lynn, how's it going? It's time we got this away from this little planetary system we've been at. Get a move on here. The end of the galaxy awaits. Oh, crud. I just dropped a bunch of crap on the floor. Make it. Yeah, make sure it's not making a mess. Let's see if I can get better with the eyeballs. I guess the eyeballs are okay. No, I guess not. Alright. Oh, here Chief Jim is on. Good evening.
Good evening.
Alrighty. Don't see anybody else, so I guess that's our crew for this evening.
They probably got bored with us. You're full. I got 197 tons on the cutter. I just couldn't bring myself to go out for 67 tons more.
I don't blame you. Alright. Then let's get this jump underway. Hey, A4.
Hey, A4, how you doing?
Ugh, they still haven't fixed that bug. That's annoying.
Especially with what you paid for it, and it's not showing up. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, come on, guys.
And I actually laid out money for it. I mean, hello. It's
Well,
not.
I was going to report the bug that said that every time I sold my cargo to you, it says stolen, but I seen where there were several others reported, and I thought, well, that'd
Yep.
be beating an old horse to death, so. The trip is going fine. We've been stuck here in this little system for 3 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
Mining. We're full. Now it's jumping time. Actually, it wasn't, I guess, really too bad because the hot spots were actually, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You could come up at least with almost 200 tons at a time. I had no problem during the day when I was just taking my time and coming up to 266 tons, so it was a pretty good spot.
Which is the whole reason we stopped there, is that it was a good spot. Yeah, we tried it one day. It was pretty good mining, and so we stuck around to fill the carrier.
And to break it up so we're not stuck 1 month mining just to get on out further.
All right, I'm going to go swap delivery around, even though I'm not going to lose it after the jump. Because I want my green, damn it.
consider the tritium was a single hotspot, not a triple, not a double. And 6 hours, 8 hours, or well, 6.5, 7 hours, I was pulling 800 and some tons out a day. Yeah, I'd say it was a pretty good spot. Elite in their bugs. They fix one thing, but it takes away Trace's color.
Yeah, they broke livery. They broke the paint jobs on the carriers. I did go in to report it, found someone else had reported, so I tagged onto their bug with more details.
Yeah.
So until they fix it, every time I jump, every time I leave the screen, every time I do anything that it has to reload, I have to come back in here and change it back to green.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's going to be next year before they do that Byeia update. Maybe give them a chance to fix the screw-ups that they've already got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, where a good program only has one bug for every 3 lines of code. A great program, or I should say a great program has one bug for every 3 lines of code. And, well, this one isn't great. So there are undoubtedly several 100,000 bugs in this program.
Yeah, but when they fix 3, they create 10.
That's normal. Heck, most Hello World programs have 3 bugs in it.
Yeah, I guess I just treat them like I do the Maytag repair guy. For the price I pay for it, I expect it to run perfect. I know.
Yeah. I've been told I'm one of the best programmers in the world by someone who should very well know. And, you know, I still make bugs. So.
Well, if you didn't, you wouldn't have job security, would you?
Given what I can do, if I was perfect, I'd still have job security.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you already set our... Yeah, you set our next jump. Here I am, not paying attention.
Yeah, I'm the kind of programmer that on a greenfield project I have proven that I can lay down 200,000 lines of code in a week, which is pretty damn insane.
Better you than me.
After that, you can't maintain that rate because, well, things interact. Yeah, not.
Better you than me.
I'm good. I'm not perfect.
Out of my numbskull.
Well, most of the time I prefer dealing with computers to people because computers do what you tell them. Exactly, precisely, repeatably. People, well, not so much.
Yeah, I'd rather build bridges. It's more interesting.
I'd rather write the software that runs your crane.
No, I quit. I retired before they had that crap. I still had the manual run crane where I could push the envelope just a hair if I needed to. The computerized crane, they shut you down with a 300% veritable there on the safe side, and you can't do crap with them.
Oh, that's poorly done.
last time I talked to my boss, they had 3 brand new cranes, and after the first month, they called the manufacturer and told them to come out and take the computer crap off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I started out working on surgical lasers, so I have a very different concept of what quality code is than most people.
Well, not surgical lasers. I could understand that, but
Yeah. If I make a mistake, somebody could die.
when you're picking stuff up, yeah, same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing with cranes.
Uh-huh.
If you make mistakes, people can die.
Yep. I would have given you safety limits, but given you the ability to override them.
Yeah, that's the problem. According to what the boss said, there was no.
Then
You
I'll
couldn't
override.
override it for 2 inches or 3 inches, and it was counterproductive.
Yeah, that's just plumb bad design.
If you have to move, like I always, when I was a crane operator, most of my job work was conducted on a barge. My crane was on a barge. So if I needed 3 inches, that means I had to take an hour to move the barge 3 inches.
Right.
When I could have boomed down enough to put it where I needed it.
Yep.
The safety was overkill on it. That's according to what he was saying. And it's like I told him, dang, I retired at a good time.
That would be fun. I would enjoy it. Not so much. I'd like to work for SpaceX and code the flight control module. That would be fun.
I'd rather run what the heck does they call it? It's the big machine that walks the rocket out to the launch pad.
Oh, yeah.
Only problem is that it takes so long to do that, I'd probably get bored within the first hour and a half and try to figure out a way to speed it up. And not only that, but working for NASA or SpaceX, you've got so many departments.
NASA more so than SpaceX.
Well, I'm not talking about the departments inside of the company. I'm talking federal departments, state departments, county departments.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure the Army Corps of Engineers in there somewhere.
Absolutely, they have to be.
Yeah, well, I had a grand old time working with the Army Corps of Engineers, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They can be, paraphrase, ball busters.
Yes, they can. But it's their job to be ball busters.
Well, they were getting us because we didn't have a permanent attached ladder on the side of our barge. And it's like I kept telling them, you do realize that we dock other barges up against this barge on 3 sides anyways. And on the front side of it, you wouldn't want nothing because, that's your work area. So I said, if we mount a ladder on any side, any 3 of the sides, the ladder's going to get smashed and it's not going to be worth anything. We have a removable ladder that has brackets fixed. It's right there. We got one on each side. You grab the ladder, you run and you stick it in there. And it's a good, safe, quality ladder. And you don't have to worry about if you need to use it, it's smashed and you can't use it.
Right.
And they were like, no, it has to be permanently mounted. And I was like, okay. So we permanently mounted them. They lasted maybe a day.
Yep. Should have drug them out there. So there's your permanently mounted ladder.
Oh, they were there. They seen it.
They should have billed them for it.
You know, I understand. You know, I understand there's rules and regulations. You know, and I understand supposedly most of them are for safety.
Right.
But they can also cause you to have more accidents than what they stop.
Yep.
It's like the one rule they had, if you're 3 foot off the ground, you had to have a safety harness on. And I looked at him and I said, so that means if you're 6 foot tall, you have to hook up just to stand up, right? And they were like, what? And I said, 3 foot of them is above 3 foot, so if they walk up to anything, they got to tie off because they're already 3 foot above the 3 foot limit. And they were like, no, above the ground. And I said, well, they are above the ground. I said, your laws don't make no sense. Now, if you just said if you were 6 foot off the ground, you had to be tied off, I could buy that.
Right, but they're measuring lowest point of the body to the ground is their measurement. That one I understand where the 3 foot comes from.
Yeah.
But I think that's still too low.
Do you also understand that your safety rope, lanyards, the ropes, have a shock absorber, and that they'll stop you at
which is
2
why,
foot?
yeah.
But they have another 6 foot length that even if you're 3 foot above the ground, you're still going to hit the ground just as hard.
Yep. Which is why 3 foot's a little low.
Yeah. That was my point, except I was going around about it being a smart aleck.
Oh, okay. Well, you know. Suppose it couldn't be you if you weren't being a smart aleck about it.
No.
Whereas I just go at it from logic and prove that they have no logic.
Well, yeah.
Because they just follow the rules. They don't make them. It's
right.
It's idiot bureaucrats who don't understand. Well.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But even at 6 foot, and you hook off, by the time the shock package unloads, you still hit the ground.
Yeah, but it should have taken some of the zing out of it.
I was like, oh my God, okay. What happened? Well, I fell 6 foot and broke my arm. How'd you do that? You had a safety rope on. Yeah, well. I am retired, A4. Just some of the crap that I've had to go through over 20 years. Please move to a safe distance. Although I get called every so often, come back. No. I tell them I like my climate-controlled house. It's hot outside, I can turn the air conditioner up. If it's cold outside, I can turn the heater on. I don't have to freeze myself to death or sweat myself to death just to make a living anymore.
Attention, counting down.
Yeah, I just worked my tail off for my garden.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just love what you call. I just love how what you call a garden, I'd call a farm.
Well, yeah, I guess it could. See, farm to me, it'd be like if there was like 40 acres out there planted.
Yep. Difference in perspective.
Yeah. Which I have done both. You know, I used to have a 640-acre ranch farm that I used to work a long time ago. Well, it was mine. And but building bridges was more profitable.
Yep.
And so I kind of busted it up, sold it off, and made a fortune, and continued on building bridges.
Well, I kind of knew what my career path was going to be around when I was 12 years old, and I'm still on it. All right, do you want to donate?
Oh, sure, why not?
Okay, let you empty your hold first, and then I'll empty mine.
Went to the wrong thing. I'm so used to going to the commodity market. I need I need 65 more.
All right. There it is. And let's go see what's worth nothing. Because we're apparently too far out.
Okay.
Oh, right in front of me. Track landing gear.
Plant release confirmed. You have liftoff.
Landing gear accepted.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Two bodies.
I see. And I bet there's nothing in the FSS. Nothing but the carrier. System map. Yeah, 2 stars. Alright, well, time for the next system.
We're getting to have a lot of stars out here in the background.
Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Yep, it's getting pretty.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
Open. Not yet, not yet. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad.
I gotta find out why the speech to text is running so damn slow. So one of the Windows updates, it really slowed down.
Yeah, the garden's surviving the heat. I've got
Deploy landing gear.
soaker hoses and stuff hooked up. So yeah, it's not
Landing gear
bothered.
confirmed.
Landing gear deployed.
Side by side.
Yeah.
Oops. There we go. No. Oh. Seriously, game.
You better park that beast. I'm coming in. love their elevator music.
Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Boy, this game has got horrendous staggering issues. What did they do to screw this up? I would not want to try combat with this game the way it is right now.
Yeah.
You would just outright die.
I'm not. Yeah, you bet. I'm not seeing any rabbits here, or bunnies, whatever you want to call them A4, but I do have this red squirrel, and every day he goes to my peach tree and he pulls them off a peach and he runs to the creek with it. And it's like, by the time they're ripe, I probably won't have no peaches left.
I keep losing the green because of a frontier bug. And I really am seriously annoyed by it because I paid for that green with real money.
Yeah. You tell him, boss.
Already did. I was annoyed enough that I actually went in and edited a bug. I did check to make sure there wasn't one already for it. There, it's green for a couple of more minutes. It will be green for 14 minutes and then it'll change colors again. But it'll only be green to me. It's not green to anybody else.
I stopped looking at it.
Yeah.
It was annoying. Yeah, they know about it. That's like if you sell anything to Trace, when you go and look in your cargo, it says it's stolen goods.
Yeah, they got a lot of really annoying bugs.
I'm sitting here waiting for a wanted poster with my picture on it for selling stuff I mined.
And my favorite coffee mug.
Yeah, he must be doing a black market because every time I sell him anything I mined, it says it's stolen. I've been waiting for him to start, either his carrier to start shooting at me or him to start shooting at me.
Yep, that's my Father's Day mug from a few years back from Death Wish Coffee Company. My wife was very nice and bought that for me.
Well, it's a good thing that we started on our jumping again, because in the next few days I'll probably be extremely busy during the day. I've got sweet onions out there, slicing onions, that are bigger than softballs, and I'm just waiting for the tops to fall over to start digging them up and you know, curing them.
Mm.
So. And my banana peppers are coming on, so is my bell peppers and my jalapeno peppers.
Aha.
And I should have sweet corn by July 4th.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I went out I went out today. Took my tape measure with me because a friend of mine was wanting to know how long the ears were. I measured them 4 days ago, and they were like, you know, the average was 7. I had some that was 9. And today I went out and measured, and I've got the average is about 11, and I've got a couple that are 12, and one that's 13 inches long. And I'm sitting there going, if them fill out, boy, they're going to be some nice looking ears of corn.
Yep.
Well, no, there's no security here, but that carrier will shoot you out of the sky. And I keep checking to make sure I have no wanted.
Yeah.
That's like, and I look down there, it says notoriety, and that's still 0, so.
But still good.
Still good, still good. I also got to make the dreaded trip to town, and I just don't look forward to it. Well, the carrier's not mine anymore. You know, I don't think Trace has that problem when he sells his stuff. I don't think it listed as stolen.
Sometimes it does.
And I'm just here along for the ride, you know, so, you know. Every time I come into the carrier, I expect to be just shot out of the sky. There's another Byeia spill on Deck C. The commode overflowed.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
You should have came with us, A4. No. I wouldn't share a carrier. No. I don't want nothing. This is as close as what I want to do with a carrier. Is I'll help. When it's all over with, then I'll scat and forget about it. Although you could really go places, couldn't you, Trace?
Mm-hmm.
If you, like you jump your 2 hours and then have somebody that could be on longer and just keep jumping. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. I mean, I could jump during the day, just leave it you know, since I'm working from home, I could just leave the game running on us on the second machine and just jump every 10 minutes or half an hour or whatever.
I think Gil is still on the carrier. If he's not, he's back behind us somewhere.
As far as I know, he's still got 3 ships on here.
I haven't seen him on since before Father's Day. Was it Friday?
I don't know, sometime in the middle of last week. But he said he wasn't going to be on till this week, so I don't remember what day he was coming back.
Well, during the day of mine and I didn't see him, so as far as I know, he's still on the carrier. It's like I tell him, when you leave at night or when you sign off, make sure you're parked on the carrier. That would be nice.
That would be a nice thing, yep.
Or have a community board where you can send messages, you know. The commander, the owner of the fleet carrier can leave a message, we're going to jump at this time. Or your people who's going with you, like me, I could say, I'm mining at this system or this planet, found tritium, da-da-da-da-da. You know, so that you can kind of have some communication because, yeah, I know that you can get on and you can talk on the Elite or in YouTube, but it would just be nice if you could leave little notes, little messages.
Yep.
Like when Yella came on and he mined, you know, he'd say, I went to this system, this planet, there's tritium there. I got this many tons, and then I went to lunch or whatever. Well, then I know that I can jump to that system and I can mine instead of have to go out and search the systems to try to find a system. Oh gosh, this world we live in is getting ridiculous. BLM activist says white people should think about giving up their property. Okay.
Okay, I thought about it. No.
Yeah, I kind of like Texas. Come and get it.
Hey, I earned the money it took to buy this property. You want to own property? Do what it takes to, you know, earn the money to get it. And then they said, but I can't because... Did you take advantage of the opportunities that were given you, or did you just go hang out on the streets rather than learning? Come on.
Yeah.
This wasn't given to me. I had to earn it.
Well, you're actually still paying for it. Property taxes, maintenance, upkeep,
Loan.
insurance.
Yeah. I'll give you my house just as soon as you give me what I want someone to pay me for it. You know, you want to pay 300 grand for my house? Come take it. I don't care. I'll take the 300 and go buy another house. One with less problems.
Nah, I'm not going to give up my place. Been here since 1966.
That's a while.
Yeah. We've got a creek that runs the back of the property. It's got fish in it. Got my fruit trees and my pecan trees and my walnut trees. It's got my garden. Nah, I ain't giving it up. No.
We got this place because it's my daughter was having health issues as a child, and I can get to the hospital from here with my daughter faster than the ambulance can get to me.
Yeah.
That's why we bought a house at the location. Yep.
Well, here you're just kind of screwed.
Yeah, my wife would not want.
25 minutes flat out. It's 25 minutes flat out for an ambulance to get to you, and it's probably about 25 minutes flat out for you to get to the nearest hospital. So you got 25 minutes to the ambulance here, and 25 minutes to the hospital. So that's what, 50 minutes right there. You better not be too bad off.
Yeah. From here I can be to the hospital in less than 5 minutes.
That's like the county and sheriff's department, state highway Tron says. If you have trouble, you better just take care of it yourself, because it's 25 minutes unless we odd coincidence that we're in the county in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Attention. Counting down. 5.
And here we go.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Although I had to love what the police officer told me about here when I had some problem on my property. He said, somebody's caught, committing a crime on your property, drop them.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's basically what they said here to me. They said, you're old, They were trying to say I was old without actually coming out and saying that I was an old bat. It's like, nobody's going to fault you for protecting yourself. And I was like, yeah, well, I wasn't asking for permission.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted clarification. And basically, the homesteading laws here in New Hampshire are such that if someone's committing a crime on your property, you're fully within your legal rights to drop them.
Which you should be. I mean, that's common sense.
In Massachusetts, if somebody invades your house, you're expected to go out the back door.
No, thank you. 438,251 credits.
Nice.
I'm curious to see what this planet has, or this system has.
Very curious.
Whoa, that's a bright sun. Or planet, star, whatever you want to call it.
Mm. Now, and if you look up over my left shoulder, you can see some of the toys I've got for dealing with problems.
Yeah, I saw that.
Go for launch. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Retract
I
landing
think
gear.
it's a little bit more useful than the Tommy Hawk.
Landing gear is ready.
Yeah. 4 pounds of forged steel coming at you hard.
Yeah, 14 planets.
Nice.
Drive charging.
You have now departed the next
4, 3, 2,
Ooh, metal.
1.
High metal content.
Ooh, look at those lovely rings.
Did you find some rings?
Yeah. Planet 11.
Okay, I haven't found any. Just high metal content. Terraformable.
Ooh, that's even better.
Where's these other ones hiding at?
Apparently you and I went out in different directions. Ooh. An icy with rings.
You got it. Okay.
Oh, there's another. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the carrier.
1.3 tungsten, that's what I needed.
Hey, there you go. How much tungsten you need?
Too much to mine right now. Looks like we got 1, 2.
One behind the star.
We got 2 terraformables
Nice.
and 2 ring planets.
Alright, where is that bugger? There you are.
System scan complete.
You going for the terraformables? I'll go for the rings, I guess.
Okie dokie. System map. Okay, I will try this again. Oh no. System map. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what do we got here? Ooh, metal rich body. Three terraformables. Nice.
Well, it must have been the one that you were looking for that I didn't have on my system map.
Hmm.
That's 3 million right there.
Yep, that's 3 mil right there. Plus first discovery bonus.
Yeah.
Which means that's 4.5 mil.
Oh.
50% discovery bonus. If my memory serves. And it usually does. Not always, but usually. Oh, and they're right near each other. Cool.
Yeah, there's one first planet that's like 4,000 light seconds out.
This one seems a bit foggy.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
One down.
Oh, hell.
What's up?
I don't think... I think I took my detailed surface scanner off for Olympic controller.
Whoops.
Oh well.
That's okay. I'll go run by the rings.
I thought I put everything back on, but I forgot that, I guess. That's the reason why I hate taking stuff off. But my fuel scoop back on. Alright, boss.
That's fine. Doesn't take long. Might as well head back and get things straightened out. By the time you get things straightened out, I should be done with these.
Yep, I'm headed back.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yellow's gonna be sorry he missed tonight.
Yeah, he could sit there on the carrier and he'd have collected all this money while he's eating ice cream cone with his feet up.
Yep.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
System map. So 430K just to jump into the system.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be another 4.5 mil, at least.
No?
So this is rapidly approaching a 5 mil system.
Well, all the other ones will get first discovery on. So, yeah, it could be close to 5, if not more.
Don't think these are icy on this one. Looks more like rocky. Alright, oh, it's a 7 prober.
Surface scanned by 50%.
2 rings.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, now the surface detail scanner is loaded.
Surface scan complete.
My goodness. Look at all the hot spots. Real big one there. Let's see what we got.
Uh, 5 mil. I don't know if they're common or not, but out here where there's not been very many people, you run across quite a few sometimes.
So basically 5 mil is a 3 terraformable system. You actually, I don't even know how many of those I've run into out here. It's pretty insane. Yeah, it's maybe 5% of the 5 or 10% of the systems out here you run into are that big or bigger. So there's lots of money out here. Interesting. Nothing really good, but interesting. System map.
No tritium.
No, I think it's the wrong ring type for them.
Okay.
So what do I got here? I got a rocky and a metal rich. So now on to the second planet.
Okay.
That should be an icy ring.
Yeah, I have had systems with but they had 50 bodies in them. Not 14, but 50 bodies in them that had a couple of water worlds and a couple of Earth-like worlds and a couple of terraformables that I got 50 million
Yeah.
for the system because it had not been discovered before or mapped.
Well, you know, Earth-like is a minimum of 3 mil. Water world, if it's not terraformable, is like just under a mil. Terraformable water is 2.5 to 3 mil. Money adds up quick.
Yeah. And then the first discovery, because you get so much for honking, you get so much for your FSS scan, and then you get so much for your probes. So when you add those all up together, yeah. I mean, when I came back from exploring each system, you know, when I went 12,000 light years out the other way towards Heart and Soul Nebula, when I got back, and I saw my data halfway out there, or over 3/4 of the way out there at one of them asteroid mine camps. So all I had was like 12,000 light years back. When I got back to the bubble and sold my data, I had $1 billion credits worth of data just for 12,000 light years.
And that's why I'm putting my carrier out where I'm putting it. You know, it's all it takes is 3 or 4 explorers per year, and it makes its own money. It really doesn't take that many people for it to save up a bill for the year, or 2 bill for the year, or whatever it is. To look at my numbers, but if people start making regular trips to Beagle Point, my carrier will make money rather than cost money. Not a pretty set of rings. Not very dense, but they're pretty. Alright, how many? It's a 9 prober. 9 probe, 9 probe, 9 probe.
Got some weird rings.
Yeah.
That's the one I found when my detail scanner was missing.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay, this system is one that I had marked the last time we came out here that I said, very interesting system. So maybe they haven't changed them all after all.
Yeah, maybe not. Alright, I gotta go around the backside to get another shot.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
What?
Watch when I pull around, see the pattern on the backside.
Okay.
The only thing not covered is the baby's butt.
Surface scan complete.
And then shoot the ray. Single ring.
Surface scan complete.
Only 2 hot spots. Oops, no, I didn't mean to shoot another one. Whatever. Both grandiderite. Okay.
I'll wait for you to get back to sell the data.
Okay.
Then you can surprise me. Am I gonna jump without you?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm only about 5 minutes away, so.
Trust to eat more than I do.
Yeah, it's funny. The majority of the systems out here are either brown dwarfs or T-Tauri or, other things with just ice or rock balls around them. Not worth much at all. And you take all the, if you cut a route with all the better stars on it, you just make billions. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You just avoid the low payout stars. Leave those for people who want to be more meticulous and do every single star. Just go to all the bright ones, because the bright ones usually have the goodies. Or at least have a higher percentage of the goodies anyway.
Right. But the further into the center we go with the more stars, it seemed like they were all pretty bright.
That's why the center is such a lovely place to be. There's so many stars. I literally, you could fly out to the center, put together a Sidewinder with a fuel scoop, not much else, and just sit out there with very low risk, making billions.
Yeah.
Just use your central point as Explorer's Anchorage and just go around in circles.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. I just don't doubt it. And just because somebody says, well, we discovered everything. No, you haven't been to everything.
Not even close.
Like when I was out there, like Heart and Soul, I'd get on a path and I'd see, you know, people had been there before me, so I'd drop down a star, or maybe even drop down 2 stars, or drop up, or go up 2 stars, and then set my path again. And it wasn't that hard to find a place or a path that nobody'd been before.
Yep. You know, people have basically do the straight routes, or as straight as possible routes between places. So the straight routes, yeah, they've been mapped. But you don't have to go far off the straight route to be just around areas that just nobody's touched.
Well, you'd have thought that the Heart and Soul Nebula had been all mapped out.
No.
And what I would do is I'd start at the top of the nebula and go down to the opposite side of it.
Yep.
And then cut over to the other side of it and go back up the opposite side. And then I'd go straight down the middle and across. You know, I just kept on going and going and going until I got, you know, everything I thought. I mean, when you looked at where I'd been, it was like, gosh.
You go in loops, yeah.
I'm sure I've missed a few, but not too many. And that was doing it on economy, so, you know.
Yep. Disengage.
Leaving hyperspace.
Commander, welcome to our carrier. Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you. Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
We have an airlock malfunction on deck A. Maintenance units, please respond.
Oh, that was one of my better landings.
Landing complete.
All right, let's see how much we make.
What can we do for you, Commander?
You can pay me 5.188.
5.188 million?
Yeah.
Is that counting the 400,000?
No. No, between the two, it's over 5.5.
More than what I got for 3 days or 4 days of mining.
System map. This is the part I love. Oh look, we're all over the system.
It marked our territory.
Absolutely. And we still left money for others. If they want to come and get that metal-rich body and those high metal contents, they can do it. And there's still good money there. There's probably another maybe 2.5 million in this system. With that many high metal contents. So, nice system.
Oh yeah, I'd like to run into a few more of them.
Well, in I think it's 3 more jumps. There's one that I marked out as being really extreme. EOS ALZAA-A D1720 I had marked as being a really big system. So we'll see. We'll see if it is. Of course, that will be tomorrow night, but
Yeah.
you know, if we end up with one big system a night, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that would.
I was tempted to just map everything in this system because of those high metal contents.
No, nobody to blame you.
No. But I know there's more coming. Lots more coming. I'm just waiting till we get, you know, the 95 or 100 object system with several Earth likes and the $1 billion system. Our billion credit system.
The one that takes you an hour and a half just to probe everything? Yeah. That's where it helps when you ringed up to somebody because you share the same amount of credits. It just don't take you as long.
Yep. And if you'll notice on the map when I had it up, some of them you're first and some of them I'm first, depending on who picked it up.
Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, laid back. It don't matter to me. All pays the same. I started to say, though, that's only if your wing person doesn't forget their detail scanner in the carrier.
Well, now you've got it in there, so.
Yeah.
And this next jump is also a bright star.
Ooh, okay. I have to write on my note that I have that says, don't forget fuel scoop, put on there, make sure detail scanner is on.
Mm-hmm.
Because the last couple of days of mining, since we'd already probed the planet, I got rid of the detail scanner because it was in slot 3 or 4, and put a collector limpet in it.
I'm surprised you could still find the hotspot.
Yeah, didn't have no problem.
Interesting. It used to be that you had to, once you scanned it, you still had to have the scanner on you to get to the hotspots.
Shh, don't tell any.
That may have been an intentional change. It pretty much would have had to have been. Space fart! Or like a space cow, depending. Moo.
Space bovine.
And my carrier's the wrong color again. Oh, and I can't change it. Darn it.
Somebody's going to say, his carrier changes color all the time.
Yeah. I hate that bug. I really hate that bug.
Well, it wouldn't be bad if it changed to every color there was.
Yeah, if it's just scrolled through all of them and not, whether or not you bought them, that would be great. But it just goes back to default, and that's a problem.
That sun was pretty epic. I'm sure I'm calling it wrong. You know, some people call it the main star or whatever. I just call it the sun. It's hot. You feel scoop off of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maintenance crews have signed off. All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete. All crew, prepare for carrier jump. Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
A few more systems like this, and geez, I'll be rolling in the money.
Mm-hmm. Then with the carrier taking 10% of the cut, it's going towards maintenance. Which is the whole point of it.
Attention all personnel. Frame shift drive has been engaged.
I don't know, what was it you were paying for tritium? That 2,000 a ton that we were mining?
Yep.
Attention.
I was making
Counting down.
what was it?
5,
You made over 2 mil.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 500,000 a whack every trip.
Yep. Oh, lovely!
What?
I'll wait till the visual glitch comes up. Oh, it filled in. Alright. Just watch the stream, it's hilarious. Boom!
Wow. Bare bones there.
Yeah, it's like, where'd my carrier go? It's hollow!
No wonder I fell through the bottom of this dang thing. I fell through a crack. But that's my luck. If anything could possibly happen, it's going to happen to me. What you gotta go up?
Yeah, I'm filling the depot, and then we go.
Don't look like much is here.
16 more to go. Okay.
Have you started using out of the big storage yet?
I'm taking my first 16 out now.
Fine. Find me a planet. I think I can get 16 done.
Oh my god, this game is so laggy tonight. You know, I would have put a sign in there that says, if you see this, there's a graphical error. Retract landing gear.
Clamp release confirmed.
You would put what sign in?
I would have put a sign in the middle of the
Landing
carrier
detected.
that says, if you can see this, there's a graphical error.
Oh. We got 10 bodies here.
Oh, nice.
Didn't look like it was going to be much, but
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I see body.
System scan complete.
Okay, system map. System map.
Island content.
Let's see what we got. High metal content and a bunch of ices. Okay. Methane, nitrogen, and ammonia. Yeah, that's going to be a problem trying to terraform that baby. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Everything is epic to A4.
We see you out there, Commander. Let us know if you'd like to dock.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access granted. Proceed to your allocated pad, Commander.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Welcome to Anchorage, Commander.
Okay. Hey, Super. All right, let's fix delivery again.
Fire drill. People, please evacuate the carrier.
If everyone would please evacuate the carrier so that we can fix the paint job. Okay.
Can you imagine having these guys on board with this? I mean, they're back in the bubble and they're still.
Who knows what antics they would get up to out here?
Yeah.
Now, please request to fly by.
That's a negative.
I was watching a presentation from a former SR-71 pilot, and he requested asked the tower if they wanted him to do a flyby of one of the airports near the base. The tower's like, the controller at the tower's like, hell yeah! And so he asked him where he wanted it. He had him, and the guy had him come down right over the taxiway. So he came he came 500 feet off the deck, down the taxiway as a flyby, and then the guy came back on and said, "Yeah, I got a request from some of the other folks. Could you do that again?" So he did it again.
Hey, Yellow's on.
Hey, Yellow.
I just seen Yellow pop on.
Oh, let's get him
Well,
quickly.
He's not in the chat, but I seen him pop on Elite.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get him in here before we jump.
Well, he's the main menu, it says.
Oh, okay. Now he's local. And I sent the request.
They have to type him.
There he is. You just missed the 5.5 mil system.
Oh, no. Oh, well.
That's okay. We're going to have a bunch of those. Second jump tomorrow night should be a big system.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. But we got the carrier filled. That's tritium.
Yep.
I was having no luck with mining.
Well, we
You guys
got.
had a total of 500.
That's,
Well,
hey.
Hey, that helps. That I'm not going to refuse 500. What are you kidding? But yeah, tomorrow night, the second jump should be a big system if it's anywhere as close to what the beta was.
Oh, nice.
The
That'll be fun.
system we're jumping in now has the potential to be a good system. It's the right color star.
What's the color star that we're looking for?
Anything that isn't dull.
Or red.
Yeah. So if I go...
Brown.
Yeah. Galaxy map. Actually, are you in the stream? No, you're not in the stream yet.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
You're not watching the stream yet, right? Oh, geez.
No, let me
There are almost...
find a cat right now.
You're what? Fighting a cat?
My cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
$10 on the cat.
Boy, it's the area we're in right now. It's hard to hit a bad star. There are some. Ooh, what's that one? Oh, it's another bright white. Okay. There you are. Okay, so if you're looking at the map where the star map I've got here, I've got it in realistic mode, so you can see the star colors. So this is a little dull, but not bad. It's still got a decent chance of good stuff. This guy down here, that's just going to be ice balls. As you can see, we're at a pretty bright yellow here. This has a good chance of having good stuff. Really good chance. These whites are really good chances of having good stuff. If I could see a purple one. He's a light gray, but he'll actually be a real white when I go up to him. I don't see any blues or purples here. But they're also usually pretty good. Black holes generally don't have too much around them, although sometimes they do. And the black hole itself is worth a bunch. It's like 60. There's a purple. Yeah, I'd love to jump to... Ooh, that's nice. A purple and an orange in a binary. That would have been a nice system to go to.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, when I'm going out and I'm exploring around, I'll generally go to this view, and I go to the brightest stars that I can find. So I'm going to go to these guys. I'll go to these guys over these, and this one over that one. But lots of fun stuff. A9V6. What's an A9? Oh, that's not a binary. That's actually two systems. Oh my god, there's two systems within a light year of each other. That's not a binary. That's actually two systems that are so close that they kind of seem to be one. That's funny.
Is that BLUANFKE?
We're in... Where are we at? We're currently at B. Oh wait, what were you asking? I think I.
The binary or the two systems that are within the light year. Is that the what system name is that?
That's BLUAIN AC-D12-4594. But we're going to be a ways from there. We're going to be way. That's actually behind us already, and we're going to be jumping further from it.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to write that down and catch that on the way back.
That's why we have spreadsheets.
So let me go look by where we're going. So this is the system we're jumping to. chosen because of the distance, not necessarily anything else. Now it's one of the brighter oranges, so we have a chance of having some good stuff there. But right in this neighborhood, we got a bright yellow over here, a bright white up here, bright white there, bright white there. I wouldn't bother with this one because that's one of those muted colors. It's either a T-Tauri or a brown dwarf and won't have anything but ice or rocks. Ice balls and rocks, no rings.
Oh man, I accidentally forgot to ignore low temperature diamonds, so now I have 3 low temperature diamonds.
Well, you'll have those for a while.
Well, it's like I've been used to looking for low temperature diamonds, and when I went into that, and it's like, oh yeah, 28%. And it's like wrong material.
Yeah. Ooh, here's a nice Class F star right here. This has a hot. So this one here is very close to where we're going to be jumping. Hey, come back here. Come back over here. Focus on this one, please. There we go. So it's maybe 6 or 7 light years from where we're going, and it's a blue-white. So the likelihood that this is a high value system is pretty darn good. In addition, right next to this, we got a white, a yellow, a white, another yellow, a white and a yellow over there, a yellow over there. I mean, there's just money. Money all over the place here.
Noise.
Going the other way, I mean, again, you're looking yellow, yellow, white. A white and a yellow up there. And it won't even show me too far above or below the plane. But you can go above and below the plane that we're on and see even more stuff. Just remember to bookmark the carrier before you leave it.
Nice. Yeah, I've got it bookmarked.
So there is just, and as we're getting close to the center over here, we're just going to get more and more and more and more and more beautiful stars around us.
Whoa.
When we get over here to Explorer's Anchorage, first of all, we'll probably spend a few days at Explorer's Anchorage because I want to go back to Sagittarius A, which is right there. I'll grab a sidey at Explorer's Anchorage and go jump into the black hole. Because it's fun. But, I mean, if you look around here...
What else do you do?
Yeah, what else do you do when you're at the center of the galaxy? You go jump into the black hole. Of course you do.
I'll just sit there in my cutter and watch you two.
And I'll call back from inside and say, come on, jump on in. Water's fine. I've actually been inside it before with my Anaconda. I do not need that bookmark anymore. The one I need is this one because that's Explorer's Anchorage. But if you look, and people have explored a bunch of the ones right around here in the center, but that only means you're not going to get first. That's still high value, 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 or at least very good chance of high value, and there's just a bunch of them. And you do want to go into Sagittarius A, especially if you have an EDSM account, because that's an achievement in EDSM. And I just clicked on
sure I have an EDSM account.
We're still 10,000 light years away from Anchorage.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 10 more days, actually, roundabout way.
Yep.
No, let's see. Yeah, 10 more days. 1,000. No, 5 more days. We get 2,000 out of a tank out of 4 jumps, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
5 days.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing to when you go into the. Actually, you can go. I have. I've got a video somewhere back in my history on the channel, which shows going into Sagittarius A.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In fact, on the first Distant Worlds, we crashed the server.
I always look at this way. Yeah, you can go into the black hose and survive, or at least you could. But there's no telling when Elite Dangerous is going to change that feature.
Well, that's why I'm going to buy a Sidewinder.
That's why I brought my Sidewinder.
Well, I figure I'll just buy either a Sidewinder or a hauler at Explorers Anchorage and just go jump in from there.
Yeah. Okay, I have an EDSM account now. Cool.
And so so take the time to set it up so that it goes over your so that it links up to the game and syncs up. So there's a little procedure they have you go through to set it up so that it tracks where you are. And you're going to get a bunch, 50K from Sol. You're going to get, if you decide, after we reach the final thing to go further out to Beagle Point, you'll get a Beagle Point award. There's one for Sagittarius A. So, lots of stuff. I just wish you could put something on your ship for it, but well. Alright, how much do I need? I need 265 to refill. Actually, I'll refill it after we get back. Let's go scan this baby.
Landing clamps disengaged. You have liftoff.
9 bodies.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
And you're clear. Take care.
High metal content world.
Nice. Hopefully, if a couple of terraformable, that would just be cool.
Wouldn't it? Haven't seen them.
System map. Alright, let's see what we got. Not terraformable. And icy. Okay, 1 high metal content, which is not terraformable, and the rest are icy. Okay. Why is that not terraformable? Water atmosphere. Oh, 3 times Earth size. Okay, it's too big. Almost 2 Gs. Yeah. 210 atmospheres at the... Oh my goodness, that would crush you.
I saw a couple with really high atmospheres.
Yeah, it won't be terraformable though, because you have to be able to get it down to, under 10 atmospheres. Otherwise, I'm not exactly sure how far you actually have to get it down. But at 3 Earth masses and 210 atmospheres, you'd never be able to get a person to survive there. Well, you could get away with the atmospheres if building the habitations and keeping the pressure outside.
But that wouldn't be terraformable.
That wouldn't be
Be a
terraformable.
habitat.
Right.
Good night, A4.
Oh, good night, A4. Oh, lag. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Commander, please stay aware of other ships around this carrier.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Unspotted, move directly to your landing pad.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
And here he comes.
Here we come. Walk down the street.
Hey, hey for the monkeys. Wow. Did you get any closer?
Maybe.
Looked up and now all I can see is the inner side of a ship. It's like that.
We've got you safe and sound. Solid approach. Enjoy your stay with us.
I tried to do that with Kabooble, but we were both moving and I ended up running into him.
I wasn't even watching the YouTube. I was just looking at the cockpit, and it's like, oh my god, what's he doing?
Well, with the bonus, that almost makes 40. That's nice.
I like my little orange ship.
265 tons needed. And That's now full.
I had to switch to landing pad 2.
Why?
So I can see everything.
Yeah, well, seeing as it's 10 o'clock, we've done our last jump for the night. So now we're in that neighborhood with all those lovely things for you to explore.
Cargo hold at
Oh, I'm in. I
maximum
forgot my
capacity.
DSS on my other ship.
Oh, well, you don't want to forget that heading out.
Luckily, I brought my other ship.
Hmm.
We jumped out to a couple of systems back, and I was going to scan the rings, and my DSS was on the carrier. It's like, but I did remember to put the fuel scoop back on.
Yeah, I remember the fuel scoop, just not the DSS.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I set up the market. It's wanting to buy 857 if you happen to run into any.
I was going to say, is that a hint?
Nope. That's not a hint, but I know yellow tends to come back with a cargo hold full, so.
I tried to. I'll actually be able to mine tonight, so I get to play.
Yeah.
Instead of working.
Limpets.
So I set it up. That's where it is. So, like I set it up because I won't say no to bringing it in if you want to. But this is where the carrier is going to sit overnight. We'll pick it up tomorrow night and continue on from here. Like I said, our second jump tomorrow night should be a big system, a really big system. We had a 5 mil system tonight, and if I remember correctly, the 2 jumps from here is bigger than that. Multiple terraformables, lots of good stuff. Unless, of course, Elite changed it. There's a few things they seem to have changed. Some of them have been similar, and some of them have been not so much. But 2 jumps from here is one that, I literally recorded as 25 asterisks. So it's like, yeah, stop here and scan this one. Okay.
Well, I have down here that, oh yeah, it was over 5 million. It had water worlds, ice rings, LTD, void opals. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Big system. So, if you could be on early enough for us to haul you into that yellow, that would be good for your bank account.
Even if you just sign on, so we can get you in the wing and then go off and do whatever you need.
Yep. Yeah, you don't even have to be actively playing it; just signed on and in the wing. Ka-ching.
Big cha-ching.
Oh yeah, and I'm really hoping it's I'm really hoping it's like we expected, especially with three of us, because that means, we get, with the last system, Lynn and I both got 5.5 mil from the system. The carrier got 1.1 mil out of it. So
Nice.
yeah, so
That'll help you out too.
right. So if we have you, so all three of us, it will then get another 550.
Half a mil.
Yeah, get another 0.5 mil out of it.
Nice.
So it actually does help to have more people in the wing for the carrier. So anyway,
And I think your carrier charges the same amount as any space station charges you for your.
slightly more, not much more, but slightly more.
Yeah.
You probably won't notice
And
the
it'll help
difference.
with my Explorer too.
Yep, it will help towards your Explorer. It will unlock Palin and unlock. There's one other it will.
The one at 5,000 light years away.
Yeah, you've already unlocked that. And then she wants you to sell her, 100,000 in data. Well, you'll get that on the way back. So you just go to Elvira Martuk. Also, you can level up with data. You can unlock and level up with data. There might be one more. So exploration data is good because it unlocks multiple engineers.
I do have Martuk.
Okay.
But that was on the way out here.
Right.
Cool.
So anyway, I'm out of time because I need to get to bed because tomorrow's yet another work day. So I'm going to call it a night here. The carrier will sit here overnight. And we'll pick it up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. Second jump should be the system we're going to spend a lot of time scanning. So, I'd like to thank everyone who joined me in stream. We actually ended up with a decent crowd. I'm very happy about that. And like I said, tomorrow night we're going to have the second jump should have a pretty big system. No, the boss does not accept tritium as payment. No, the boss expects me to code. So good night, everyone, and stay safe. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.